go into a Radiance. Not that he really likes to do that anymore anyway, but very single target focused. All right. First game of the SEA DPC. I love it. I absolutely love it. That it hit him beforehand, so he got a lot less health back than he would have liked from that water rune.
We've always been a really big fan of Mizu on the 3. Yeah, Polison falling pretty low here. Looks like red with one more right click from the Grimstroke. We'll have our first kill of Division 2, the Winter Tour.
All camp, so there was an observer ward there, so he got all that solo experience for himself.
Mid lane,
Alacrity.
Yeah, the job, the ultimate Alacrity. He might just tick out. Well, let's see if the extra regen's enough. He goes for the die. Oh, it would just make it so close. Only 1 point in dagger, honestly. Maybe if with the extra point there.
Around the first siege creep timing, but that'd be a pretty damn good game if you had.
Be able to kill red. In your dream is they do have an observe ward at least from Radiant, so looking to put as much pressure on Alacrity as possible. In your dreams force to use more of a defensive boat, just get that run buff popping. And now with the rotation from Polison as well, they'll turn it back around on the Queen of Pain, blink on cooldown. And that'll cost him his life as Alacrity 4 points in, the poof is plenty a burst.
Man, all you need is the second meepo to be able to get all of that damage out in pretty quick succession, but
bottom lane Ghost as well. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what happens. You make such a big rotation to be able to counter the Quap's rotation through, but that means Ghost is going to be going down.
To really limit the farm that Ghost can get.
Yeah, for me, if they were able to rotate quickly enough, Mizu, by the way, he's
trying
gone
Mizu,
on a little bit here.
Phantom Embrace not leveled up at the moment, so Mizu will turn and drop a huge Echo Slam. The damage stacking up on the creeps, and now Yorkam, thanks to the haste, gets there in the nick of time. A beautiful rotation should net themselves 2 kills thanks to a huge ultimate from the Earthshaker.
Oh,
Job 1 is juking through the tree line. There's no way. Okay. Oh, you get the kill.
Climax. All right, rotation up top here from Alacrity. They're just looking to get really aggressive here. I like the fact that Mizu is, not just wanting to sit back and farm. He's wanting to connect constantly together with this meepo. Make sure, because he is the win condition, right, for the team. So you can't just sit back and be passive. All of these rotations need to...
And you're putting a lot of dependency anyway on a support to have perfect positioning as Mizu. Don't run up that high ground, my friend. He's going to do just that. Silen will even rotate over just to secure the extra damage. Mizu bursts it down, but Dream's looking to get involved as well. Another defensive boat. Is it going to be enough to keep Polison alive? So it looks like it'll be a 2-for-1 trade. Yorkam looking to get involved as well. They'll make it work for it once again. Tide bring off the creep. He'll go for it, and he'll get it. Once we head to the mid game, because NIGMA Galaxy, they're ready to rock and roll. They've hit their items, and you see how they're posturing. Polison,
scanned though.
He's just going to pop the smoke. He's got some heroes in the backline as well. Beautiful coax the place for the boat. Dropping down straight on the heads of 2 heroes. And now Mizu over the top. Echo Slam on 4. Overwhelming amounts of damage. And the rest of NIGMA Galaxy, they're looking for the cleanup crew. Alacrity prioritizing the Queen of Pain, making sure there's no escape. And with the backline as well, Snapfire's just going to put his body on the line to prevent any...
I would say that 496 are probably going to be happy with this, though. If they are able to get the tower, that is.
They know they're smoked. On top, if they're caught out, Ghost under the tier 2 tower. Level 2 in the reincarnation, still without the radiance completed, so a big power spike that they're lacking at the moment here for the Wraith King. Silen's gonna try and push them back, but still the perfect fidget placement. Make sure there's no retreat for the Wraith King, and Dragon Knight as well will lose his... Found this radiance, but it is 21 minutes in. And you've given a big opportunity for NIGMA Galaxy as well. Down bottom, on top of the Queen of Pain, Alacrity and Mizu. There's the 1-2 punch they can provide across the map. Boom now.
E-Blade as well, so any target that gets found is immediately picked off. They want to make sure that they're making their plays
like Ghost
before these BKBs come up.
I mean, he's close to the tower, but Dire swinging on over. Mizu sets up once again. They've laid down enough damage to bring down the first life, and now Radiant, they need to react. A 4-star getting him out of harm's way. So nice reinforcements, but you've got to be cautious. Alacrity, that's a peculiar angle into the fight. From the middle lane, he goes on top of the tier 3 tower. They'll get rid of the Queen of Pain. You've got to be cautious about the buyback, but Mizu again drops the Echo onto 3. The damage is so much for Spawn 596 to deal with. They've killed off the first life, but they've got to be cautious about how deep you go. You're really inside Radiant's territory. You don't want to throw this lead you have.
Are still alive. Like, that is not where you want to be right now. At least now he's got level 12, but feels like you're so far behind.
Trying to get anything that came out of the map. The 4-staff ghost in.
There's one.
Still, it's... Do you see how long...
Damage over an AoE, like 1,000 damage in a team fight is pretty damn significant.
Ghost? It's actually just gonna man up right now. Run straight to the triangle. Polo will pop an early BKB. They're playing very split at the moment, making sure they don't get all grouped up, but guys, exactly, that's early reincarnation. We'll have to use the defensive BKB. Ghost trying to reset the fight, but now with the BKBs expiring, Sport 496 are going to have to look to get out of the area as Musa can hold them back. Dropping the Echo Slam once again. Alacrity should have plenty of damage to follow up in our Radiant. How can they turn this back around? Meepo, about half health still to play with, but the damage is starting to lack without Ghost nearby, so they can turn. Cillian's actually going to jump in, dropping the Sonic Wave. This is a window that they weren't expecting, as NIGMA Galaxy C heavily commit at the top side of the map. They'll lose 2 at the moment. Anything more they can get out of it, though. Yeah, Mizu will be found in the tree line red. He's lacking the stun, though. Unfortunately, only 3 points Dragon Tail. It doesn't have the...
mostly used for the save potential, right? Like, one meepo is getting low, so you throw him out of the team fight, and then, you know, try and use your poof to get away with the more healthy heroes.
Setting up top, Hex reveal. Oh my god, meepo's damaged. So much for Ghost to deal with. When Ohio still doesn't have the Aghanims as well, so a BKB TP out, but Polison always trying to find the angle.
Oh, Ohio did really well there. The body blocks, making sure the hook shot wasn't able to get through. Might end up costing him his own life. I say might.
And it will. They're running straight to Cillian down seconds. Try and do some works and some damage on top of the tier 3 tower. Maybe force some rotations back. Still, they know Echo's on cooldown, Radiant. See how they can hold the base. He still has to keep tabs on these Aegis. On lower and lower, but the net worth continuing to stack up for the meepo. So it looks like he's happy. Just sacrificing the life and getting back out with ease on top of the real meepo, which, where is he?
Watch out anyone that might be trying to farm, but not going to be the case. Just brings his clones here to make sure that you're constantly pushing out as well. That's the other bonus as well, right? You've got multiple ways now to be able to take a safe farm.
They're setting up on Ghost. Ohio still without the Aghanims. He's got BKB at the ready, 4-staff as well, but Polison, great target prioritization. He's going to look to jump the backline, but Ghost has been unable to pop the BKB, but still, they're ripping apart the backline. 2 supports going. BKB super defensive, it's just a hope to get out to safety. But look at the awareness. I mean, just jump the supports. Get rid of the Grim, get rid of the Weaver, and that's the best you can do. Mizu even popped the refresher for a double fissure.
Don't hate it. I mean, if it's what's going to finally end you this game, despite the fact that it's a chance, there's still a chance. Gonna look to maybe try and wait for that overwhelming blink, but NIGMA Galaxy not wanting to give him the opportunity.
Trying to set up on Ghost. Force some reactions out early. Once again, they'll jump the backline. Straight on top of the Grimstroke, but they've got the buybacks. This could be the way back in for the fight, but they're going to push Ghost further outside the base thanks to the tidal wave. Now with the respawn, he's still got the BKB, but he doesn't have any extra assistance at the moment as Ghost is using this defensively to reposition himself. But the rest of Dire, they've committed heavily here. They've lost 2. Earthshaker along with the Clockwork, but Alacrity still has the Aegis in the arsenal within your dream, standing hand in hand as well. The buybacks coming into fray, but Alacrity, let's see what he can do with the second round. He's going to jump on forward. They'll push Grimstroke to the western side, but the meepo is slowly falling, and finally they'll bring down Alacrity. So 496, like you said. What else would you take, honestly?
Not much.
Hey, all right, Radiant, they're smoked out. Maybe you'll take Yokam. The rest of Dara are a little bit disconnected here from the Snapfire, but he's goddamn tanky and he's got some survivability items too. 80 seconds without the Snapfire.
Popzilla up onto the high ground. He's just acting like a bit of an observer ward right now. Unfortunately, for 496, they're not going to be lucky enough to get that instant Roche respawn. Still a minute away, and they're actually going for a bit of a reverse wraparound here.
Ohio's going to lead the charge. He's really vital to the lineup at the moment with the Aghanim's Alacrity trying to prioritize him as well. But the Sakuchi furthers the positioning from Ohio, but now they're straight on top of Alacrity too. The AoE damage starting to rack up. With the help of the run buff, is it enough to keep the meepo alive? They're trying to target him, but the E-Blade's not enough. Meepo's gone, but a buyback looking to rejoin the fight as Mizu drops a slam, jumping over the top on the Wraith King. They'll tell with the first life Alacrity back in the fray as well, but it looks like this time NIGMA Galaxy Southeast Asia will clean up the team fight as they're looking to catch out the stragglers as Ghost down to the northern side. Queen of Pain on the high ground as well. Pop's able to make it out to safety, but the buyback's coming back into the play. But Paulson, perfect use of the reposition, will give no opportunity for Ghost to turn it back around, and the Grimstroke will also be killed off in front of the Roche pit.
Oh, your Dream has to be a little bit careful there. The slam.
Seen crazy things.
He's just blocking off the base here, Mizu. Not wanting anyone to even attempt to try and defend this.
Come on, lads, I believe. Come on, let's go. One last attempt. Oh no, NIGMA Galaxy Southeast Asia will kick off our first series with their map victory. It was, I mean, really just a staple performance for them. You get a classic hero with the meepo and Alacrity, and he'll put work in.
Oh, for sure. I feel like